live. People are going to complain about the mics not being hooked up to the live, but
they can hear this.
That's okay.
Wait, let's pull it up because I want to know how many people are in it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
First of all, see, no.
TikTok banned.
What we not gonna do is
banned.
What we not gonna do is I feel like I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
No?
No. Speak into your mic.
Check. Just
First of all, do you again?
You're turning me up.
Wait, who's you?
I'm set.
Hey.
I'm two.
Don't go.
Check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check.
Okay.
Check.
View channel.
Well, I gotta sign out, right? I gotta be in another account.
No. Why would you be in another account?
To watch the live?
I don't know.
I don't think you can be in your own live.
I think you can.
Can you? Oh yeah, I guess so. Interesting.
Or we just turn this off
so
there's no feedback.
Yep.
And then we know how many people are watching. Right here.
Cool.
Okay, so now I'm mad. Oh, see, now I'm mad.
Check.
It sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'm glad I put on some pants. What if I didn't wear any pants and you can see on TikTok I'm not wearing any pants?
No, we got pants.
I know.
You got pants. Yeah,
I know, but I'm saying, what if I didn't wear pants? And I just thought about it now after we went live.
No, yeah. We have pants on, I promise.
I feel like I look fat, guys, in the stomach. In the tummy. All right, we finna get into it. So we're doing kind of like a random live tonight. We did not expect to go live. We're gonna be complaining about the TikTok ban because I got things to say because I'm mad about it.
Yeah, and we're filming like an actual segment with another camera that's right next to our phone camera. So yeah, that's why you guys can't hear the audio coming out of the mics or anything because we're recording it for an actual segment. So yeah, but we're gonna be talking about, we have some statistics and things here talking about the TikTok ban, talking about, who's involved, what that may happen, what that may mean, it being banned. Is it going to be banned?
Oh. It's not pulling up the chat for whatever reason. The laptop's not pulling up the chat. But we have the chat over here, which we're trying to pull up, but it's not pulling it up.
I should probably do it. Oh, you signed in.
I signed into a different account.
It's weird.
Y'all, anyway, tell us how y'all feel about the TikTok ban because I am mad. Here, watch out. Let me try this real quick.
That's weird.
It is weird. Maybe it's because your laptop is so old.
Here, go into...
Why don't you just do it with your phone? Do you need your phone? No. Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
What about that video that you wanted to watch?
That's on here.
Okay, y'all. We finna get into it. Grant's finna pull up the, making sure that we're recording. No. See, I'm mad. Now give me another sound check.
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Check.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We finna get into this TikTok ban. Send that message, please, so we can call the chat.
Yeah,
I love you. You've been drafting this text for like 15 minutes.
I know, but I keep getting...
Love you. You're the best. Bye. Y'all, okay. Taking too long. I love you.
You're talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
I just sent it.
I know, but I gotta catch up on the chat. Okay, Grant's a cool guy. Don't be a hater. Okay, Bobby, fine.
Yeah,
I'll be more patient with him. All right, what's up, guys? Tiny Tony, hey, please don't make fun of me for being, don't know what that means. First like, come on, guys, let's go. Let's go, Bobby, let's go. Why with a white dude? I don't know. In this stream and I'll give you $1. Give me $1 million. And then, Grant's a cool guy. Don't be a hater. Oh, he's not talking to me. He's talking to the other guy. Thanks, Bobby. Huge shout out. And my thoughts and prayers are with LA right now. Thank you, Jamie. I was here first. Thanks, Tiny Tony. All right, now we finna sign in. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm already in.
Let me make sure the camera's recording. All right, y'all. Banning TikTok is not a good thing. So what we're doing, just as Grant was explaining, let's put this so that I can...
Should it be? I feel like it should be off the table though, or it should be like right here, because we're not gonna talk chat through the video.
Okay, here.
Okay.
All right, so we're finna talk about the TikTok ban. Should my hair go up or should it be down?
I like it down.
Okay, yeah. Grant likes it down.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. So we finna get into the TikTok ban. We're actually recording a video, so we have our camera right behind the chat. So what we're gonna be doing is looking up some stats, talking about it into the camera, and then on our segment breaks, we're gonna be catching up with the chat and talking to you guys. So as we're recording our actual segment, we're not gonna be able to interact, but just be nice. You know what? I'm gonna make Bobby a mod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby, do you wanna be a mod? Let me ask for permission first. I don't know how long Bobby's gonna be in here. So I don't think any of our normal mods are in here right now. And I would like to make somebody a mod so nobody says anything crazy. Okay, yes, thank you, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bobby. And then obviously, like, if you need to go, totally you can go. If you need to go at any point. But I just made you a mod. So let me know if it worked. It should have worked. It worked. Yep, okay. Yay, until another shows up. Awesome. And then like no pressure to stay until another mod shows up. If you want to go, you can go. We just need you like for like 5 minutes. Okay. Just to get it started. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Bobby. You're the best. Okay, y'all. So those are the rules. Bobby's the mod. Other mods might come in. Nobody say anything mean. We are a kind, happy, healthy chat. That's what we do here.
That's what we do here.
And we finna get into talking about the TikTok ban. Like I said, we're talking to our camera. And then on our segment breaks, we will be catching up with the chat.
Exactly.
All right. Grant's gonna start us off, I think.
All right.
Do you want to do like a welcome to the segment and podcast?
No, we don't.
You just want to start these?
Just go in.
Okay.
Yeah. Just go right in. All right, guys. The day is here.
The day is here.
The day of reckoning.
Yeah.
What'd you call it?
The day of buffoonery and foolishness and broken dreams is here.
It's here. The TikTok ban.
Lord.
Let's take a moment. Moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence for those beautiful monetization payouts.
I know that's right.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, guys. So today we're going to get into the TikTok ban. I'm sure everybody's aware of it. Everybody knows now that it's a thing.
It's a thing.
They've been talking about it for a while. And, I know I was a denier. I was a ban denier.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's never going to happen. That's never going to happen, And then as time goes on, you're like, okay, the courts are denying extensions.
Right.
They're doing these things that are pointing it towards maybe this is going to be banned or maybe, this could happen. And then we're like, what does that even look like? What does a ban even look like?
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to like rack our brains around.
Yeah.
And to give you guys a little bit of perspective, we're on TikTok and we're on Instagram, right? Our biggest platform with our followers is on Instagram. We have like 41,000 followers on Instagram. On TikTok, we have 17,000 followers. And the reason we wanted to take a moment of silence for the TikTok payout is because no other platform on the internet, in our opinion, pays as well as TikTok pays.
No. We
had a video go viral on TikTok. It did, I don't know, almost 400,000 views. And then on Instagram, that same video did 957 or 87,000 views. We made $80
on Instagram.
Yeah. And we made $400 on TikTok.
In true American fashion.
So we're going to miss it. We're really hoping that it sticks around, especially because we are falling into our content year. We're really about to put out a lot of content. So let's go ahead and get into the turbulence of the TikTok ban.
All right, guys. So on January 17th, so this is pretty up to date, the Supreme Court has unanimously upheld the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act.
Okay.
It's a law basically requiring ByteDance,
which is TikTok's parent company.
Which is TikTok's company. And basically, they have to stop
operations in the U.S.
They have to stop operations in the U.S. on January 19th. Or face a nationwide ban. And, so I've been seeing different videos talking about what a ban may look like. A lot of people are saying that, it's going to be banned from the App Store. So it'll be taken down from the App Store, but if you still have it on your phone,
right,
you'll still be able to use it over the months. And as the updates don't update, it'll just eventually stop working.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll just be so slow. The upload time will be crazy long, and you'll just lose all of that, you know,
your
access.
motivation to even participate in TikTok, because it'll be moving so slow.
It just won't even work at a certain point.
Right.
But now I'm seeing, and I'm hearing that this is directly from TikTok. They're saying they're on some shit right now.
Really?
TikTok is on one. TikTok is not like playing around. They're like, no, we're going to completely like, you won't be able to access the app. Mm-hmm. If you open it, it'll send you to a link that will give you all the information of the ban and, you know, how they stopped working, everything like that.
Right.
So that's pretty, you know,
I heard
that's pretty crazy to think about.
I also heard someplace that they're gonna actually be removing your account. That would devastate me. Yeah, like there's a lot of mixed information about it. So it's like you either have access or you don't have access, or you can log in, but your account might not be there. Like, just because things are getting banned in the US, does that mean that our account Hanging Out Forever won't be available in the UK? Yeah. We really don't know. There's so much ambiguity around it, but one of my biggest issues with the TikTok ban is not just the ban itself, but the rhetoric around it from people who are so gung-ho about getting TikTok out of here, like regular everyday people, not just politicians.
Just stop being a hater.
Y'all, I'm gonna say this: we can tell who is and who is not making money on that app. We can tell who is and who is not making money on the app, because people who are making money are not complaining about TikTok. And one of the biggest issues to me is positioning TikTok as if it's a security risk. And then people falling into that, like the everyday person falling into, oh, it's not safe because China's gonna have all your information. Y'all, we get so many things imported from China, and now all of a sudden you're worried about your information. You can literally be found by anybody at any point in time because you're giving people access to your location when you're sharing your phone. If you have GPS in your car, people know where you're at. If you have an electric car, they can shut your shit down, you know? So it's like
to access somebody at this point.
Everywhere.
And also, you know, if you're worried about propaganda being pushed, things like that, that's already happening on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's happening everywhere. You know, we're getting pushed propaganda everywhere. It's not just TikTok. And I think they're kind of just demonizing TikTok. And now, you know, we're finding out that Mark Zuckerberg is now lobbying against TikTok. So
should I not say boo?
No, we can boo. We can all boo. Let's all boo Mark Zuckerberg.
Y'all, boo in the chat. Boo.
L's in the chat. L's in the chat. Yeah, and so, you know, we find out that he's putting millions of dollars towards lobbying against TikTok, really pushing that act that I said before, the PAFACA Act. He's really pushing for that. He's really pushing that, you know, it's, what's it called? Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Trying to, legislation targeting TikTok.
Why don't you just read that? That's a good.
I know. I'm just looking. Yeah. So Meta has spent over $7.6 million to influence Congress and the White House that TikTok should be banned. And you know, obviously, people are saying, okay, this is potentially influencing legislative and public opinion against the platform,
right?
Which obviously it is.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there's so many conflicts of interest there, because as the TikTok ban is looming, and of course today's the day, but as it was looming upon us, Meta stocks increase. And there's a lot of people in Congress who have stocks in Meta. And I don't feel like as a congressperson, you should be able to buy stocks anywhere. It's a conflict of interest for what is supposed to be your job. I mean, I don't know. Does the government not pay enough for you to also not need stocks until after you retire? I feel like that should be an incentive for Congress. You can't get stocks right now, but you can when you retire.
Issue. Yeah, that's a whole
it
other
is, but
issue
it
that's
isn't.
Happening.
It is, but it isn't, because like they have stocks in Meta, which is a conflict of interest, which is why they're pushing so hard for the TikTok ban.
Well, then and then Mark Zuckerberg is paying off these lobbyists. You know, so there's so many, you know,
hands in the pot.
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm blanking. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of blanking.
I'll catch him on the chat.
Here.
All right, chat. We're catching up with you now. Let me see.
like I said, guys, we're recording a whole other segment on this other camera, so we're going to be stopping. We're not just going to be flowing and going through all this stuff.
Okay.
Chinese parent company. I saw a lot of haters in the chat.
Let's see. There's a lot of comments in the chat. Bobby, feel free to take some of these negative comments out if you want to. Absolutely no pressure, though.
I mean, if it's not too crazy, it's fine. People can have opinions.
Okay. No, somebody said something mean.
I mean, if they say something crazy, yeah, get them out of here. Put them in timeout.
Do you got chat covered top? I'm getting tired. Yeah, you can go. No, you don't have to stay. You're good. You're good. Oh, is Top in here?
Leaving the decision.
Top is in here. Yeah. Thanks, Top. And bye, Bobby. Yeah, no pressure. I don't want you guys to feel like you guys have to stick around and like mod. That's never the case. You guys do not always. Oh, wait. Let me ban this guy before he finishes his racist thing. I did it. I did it. I made it in time. I made it. Okay. Cool. Okay, I wasn't trying to kick everybody out, but if I saw anything, I thought it was... No, you're good, Bobby. Thank you so much.
We're getting back to the recording.
Okay.
To the segment. Something that's really interesting, too, was that Biden is the one who brought the ban, who started enforcing the ban, and now he's leaving the decision to the next cabinet that's coming in.
Right.
So he's basically like, Trump, it's all you, bro.
Cowardice.
It's all you. It's a little cowardice.
It
is.
Like
it's
100%.
He doesn't want to be the bad guy, but I mean, he's the one who kind of brought it to the floor in the first place, and now he can't finish the job. What I'm guessing is happening is he's just kind of put it on Trump, and Trump will be the bad guy.
If TikTok does get banned, because the last thing.
But he'll be the bad guy regardless, because there are people who want it banned because it's a security issue. It's all these things. We know, as the people we know, but all the people who are lobbying for it.
But the reason that I think Biden doesn't want to be the one that signs off on TikTok's death is because that would be the last thing he did in his presidency. Yeah. And he does not want to be remembered as the president that killed TikTok and then removed how much money? $1.6 billion from the economy in the first month is what I was reading. That's how much money TikTok would take away. Losing TikTok would take away from the economy is $1.6 billion in the first month for like creators and small business owners. So it's going to be absolutely detrimental. And there are people online who are making fun of others for losing their lifestyle on TikTok. Oh, haha, you shouldn't have been relying on TikTok. Haha, get a real job.
Like
you know what I mean?
any other platform, it's like having a website. I don't get that. Like, why? I really don't understand that. And
TikTok was there for a lot of people when honestly, I don't feel like the government was. A lot of businesses in 2020 were able to survive or even people were even able to create businesses and promote them because of TikTok, because of how personally I think fair TikTok's algorithm is. I have this concept where it's like, not everybody's gonna blow up on TikTok, but almost everybody gets seen at one point or another.
That's the thing that I saw too, is the people, when they are talking about a possible sale of it, they're not going to sell their algorithm.
Okay.
And people are okay with that. The people who are willing to buy it, they're like, we don't want to buy the algorithm. We just want to buy, the assets or the site.
But that means that the algorithm would change because they're not selling the algorithm. So TikTok would be a totally different website.
Yes.
It'd be a totally different app.
It could be.
And I don't have any interest in participating in
TikTok.
TikTok.
Because the algorithm is what people are really interested
in.
Because I think it's one of the best. Like you said, like it feels like everybody gets pushed, everybody gets seen. Even with the lives, with your content, like anybody can get seen and go viral.
Right.
It feels, compared to Instagram or Facebook or something like that, it's a lot easier to be seen on that site. But they said that they'll never sell the algorithm. Like that'll never be for sale.
Honestly, I appreciate China for standing on business. I gotta commend that. I think that is phenomenal. I don't know the name of the TikTok CEO. There he is.
Yeah,
Shu.
just brought him. Shu. Yeah, Shu. He seems like he stands on business.
He be standing on that business.
Yeah, Shoe be standing
10 toes.
10 toes.
No problems.
No shoes. 10 toes. No, yeah, he does stand on business.
I respect it. He was like, I'm not finna let y'all Americans bully me into selling something that works. No, good for him.
Yeah. Should we watch? Yeah, and so I opened my TikTok today, and the first thing I saw was Shoe, was the CEO, and yeah, he's got a interesting message for the people. So you want to watch it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
we're finna watch it, y'all. Okay. We're gonna do a live react.
I'll turn it up so the chat can hear. Hopefully they can hear.
Show here.
Show. His name is Show.
Hi everyone, the Show here. As you know,
Sorry.
we have been fighting to protect the constitutional right to free speech for the more than 170 million Americans who use our platform every day to connect, create, discover, and achieve their dreams. On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. As we've said, TikTok is a place where
arbitrary
people can
censorship. That's so true.
Discover new interests and express themselves, including over 7 million American businesses who are in the living and create new businesses using our platform. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform.
I love him.
One who has used TikTok to express his own thoughts and perspectives, connecting with the world, and generating more than 60 billion views of his content in the process.
Go ahead, drop
all
them
American
stats.
users,
60 billion views.
Drop them stats.
such rich and vibrant states, for surprising and delighting us every day. Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to ensure our platform thrives as your online home for limitless creativity and discovery, as well as a source of inspiration and joy for years to come. Thank you.
Bro seems like a good guy.
He seems pretty.
I like him.
He seems pretty legit. I mean,
I like him.
He's probably sketchy like every
rich billionaire person
who runs social media. Because like I feel like there's so much power in your hands when you run a social media platform.
Yeah.
You know, you have so much data and so much information on people. It's scary to think about. But you know, we're not we'll be real, we're not fans of Trump, you know. But we have heard that Trump is he wants to find a solution with TikTok. Like he's voiced that. And you know, his inauguration is literally the next day after the TikTok ban. Which is that's such an interesting thing.
It's a strange
that
dynamic.
was planned, right? That had to be planned.
No, I think it's on the 20th every year.
Is it really?
I'm pretty sure inauguration day is the 20th.
Yeah, that makes.
Well, not every year, but
they chose
every presidency.
the day of the TikTok ban. You know,
I think that they did that to be
That's what I'm
think
saying.
that they chose the January the 19th to be funny. You know what I mean? Like I think they're playing.
They're trolling
games.
Trump.
They're trolling us. They're trolling.
They're trolling everybody. They're trolling the American people. They're trolling our leader. They're trolling us. But you know, I guess we'll see what happens because you know it really seems like the 19th is the deadline. You know, like they seem like they're being pretty strict with that. So we'll see what happens.
And because of that, everybody is scrambling to find a new platform. There's so many out there, y'all. There's Fanbase, there's Blue Sky, there's X, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, but now there's RedNote.
Are we getting into RedNote?
RedNote apparently is that girl. So
it's the little red book.
That's what it is.
That's what it means.
Yeah, that's what it means.
It means little red book.
I want to pronounce it so bad.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't try.
They try to teach me to pronounce it on RedNote. Y'all, I'm learning a little bit of Mandarin.
Let's talk to the chat real quick. Let
me see the phone.
In the chat has anybody gotten on RedNote yet? Let's hear about it. What's your experience on RedNote?
Instagram sucks. Yeah, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, Nikki Pink, what's going on? I'm more of a YouTube fan. I feel like it's too young. I guess I'm too old. No, I mean, like, anybody can get on TikTok, Nikki. I'm telling you. It's a Chinese app. Stay away. No.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobby. That's so sweet. Bobby said they're a beautiful couple. We don't even need TikTok. We got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and MySpace. Who's on MySpace? Nobody's on MySpace. But it's not about need. I honestly do think that we need TikTok for the economy because TikTok has put more money into Americans' hands than any other, besides YouTube,
yeah,
than any other app. But in the short amount of time that TikTok has existed, it's put billions of dollars into people's pockets, and that has just been incredible for the economy.
It's created musicians.
Hey, new
it's
sub,
created all
JB2.
these people.
Hi. Thank you, new sub. My first time in here. Good stuff. Thanks, Travis Lloyd. Cool. Y'all, we're trying to catch up on the chat because you see we're doing like 2 things at once. Are you ready for Donald Trump's inauguration on Monday? I'm ready for him to sign TikTok back in.
That's all I care about him doing.
We're not like hyper political people.
We're not, yeah, we don't talk about politics on this channel. And to be straight up, to be straight up with you, we're not the biggest fans of Trump.
Or Biden.
Obviously, we didn't vote for Trump. But you know, I think that if I think he could potentially look like a hero to a lot of people, even people that don't like him. You know, if he really goes through with fighting this TikTok ban, which, you know, we just listened to Show, who's the CEO of TikTok, talking about how he's personally working with Trump on a plan here. So we'll see what comes from that. I mean, hopefully they can come to some type of conclusion that will end up with TikTok not being banned.
We have the mic comment. Okay, so just to explain why you guys can't hear as clearly, because these mics are hooked up to this interface right here, and that's so that we can link it to our camera. So we're doing like an actual video on this, and we have his laptop, my camera behind the YouTube chat, and then we're also chatting to you guys. That's why the audio is different.
We just decided to go live with you guys while we record a segment on our actual camera setup and our audio setup.
Liam said you have nothing but personal interest. That's called being a business. When you're a business, you do personal interest first, but we're not just talking about personal interest. We're also talking about the repercussions of how getting rid of TikTok is going to affect the economy. I'm talking about other creators who are making way more money than we are. Like, we're not making a bunch of money on TikTok. There are people who are literally paying for their entire lifestyles and promoting their businesses with TikTok. I'm also talking about those people. And if that is your opinion that that's a personal interest, then that might just have to be the case. But at the end of the day, it's not fair to chastise us for acting in our own personal interest when that's what Mark Zuckerberg is doing. That's what Congress is doing.
That's literally what all these people are doing. Yeah, that's what all these people are doing.
Zuckerberg just on Rogan, just saying. What does that mean? He was on Rogan?
He was on Rogan recently. Yeah, because he's trying to make you think that he's an actual human being, which he's not. Mark Zuckerberg is not a real human being. Let's be real. He's just not. He's like a huge conglomerate, capitalist, like just a wolf in sheep's clothing, and now he's like trying to grow his hair out and be like fun and cool.
Vibe. No,
and he's also
we don't trust you. We don't like you.
He's also fully endorsed Trump and has given millions of dollars towards Trump and his cabinet because he wants to get in with them. I don't even know what his politics are, but I know he's trying to, you know, get in with Trump. He's trying to get in with Elon. He's trying to get in with Joe Rogan. It's all the usual suspects,
right?
Here, you know.
Right.
Oh shit! We should have went off on the camera for that one, for that little rant that we
Sorry
did.
guys, we're trying to do as much as we can. We'll check back on the chat in a second. But I mean, you can pick back up. We can always just say it again.
Yeah. So, we see Mark Zuckerberg now. He's kind of sucking up to the right wing. He's gone like full shift right wing.
Because he used to be like blue, right?
I think he was definitely left leaning, liberal. I would say he believed in like censorship and things like that on his platforms, which, you know, censorship can be a slippery slope in a sense, but it also can be good because you are taking out a lot of like misinformation. You're taking out things that just don't need to be there. Like, why do you need a bunch of like racist spewing all this hateful stuff? You don't need that. Like, that doesn't help anybody. It's not free speech. It's not important to the conversation. So, you know, but he was on Joe Rogan. He's kind of going all the usual suspects, Joe Rogan.
Right. He's doing his rounds.
Trump and now Elon, you know, he's trying to group himself within that little like right-leaning gang. You know? And he was saying that he wants to be more lenient with censorship on his platforms and stuff, which literally like
I don't like that idea at all.
Yeah, Facebook was like pushing so Facebook was pushing so much misinformation during COVID and stuff, you know, so he's never really been that lenient.
Right.
Or he's never really been that strict with his censorship. So to think that it's just going to be even more lenient, it's just going to turn into Twitter, which is
a
just
hellscape.
Just a racist hellscape.
Yeah.
So
but
yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
what the Zuck's
honestly,
got going
I
on.
don't necessarily blame Mark Zuckerberg for wanting to get in where it makes sense for his business. I don't blame him for that because this guy, Xiao, he pronounced his name and he said
Show.
Show.
Yeah, Show.
And he's doing this, like, he's also endorsed Trump.
Yeah.
And he also gave Trump, I think, like $1 million or so during Trump's campaign. So people are trying to do what they
These
can.
billionaires, all they want is power. So they're gonna grift towards anybody who's in power. You know, like Biden was in control for the past 4 years. So of course, like all these guys are gonna lean left. But now, like Trump is in there, and now all of these people are going full right and conservative with it all of a sudden. So yeah, they just want a piece of the power. Like they have all the money in the world, and now they're like, okay, now we want to like influence, you know, politics and stuff like that by putting their money into lobbying and things like that. And that's exactly what's happening with TikTok.
Right.
And we shouldn't allow it. We shouldn't allow that to happen. You know, like just because they're from China and we have, you know, sketchy relationship with China.
Right.
But there's TikTok companies like here in the US, like there's TikTok, what's it called? What do you call it? Like TikTok, there's TikTok offices here in the US. And
I think that's something people don't often see when they think about the TikTok ban. They don't see the domino effect of what it means to remove TikTok. They just think that everybody's not going to be dancing anymore and it's not going to be brain rot for your 12-year-old and these creators are going to have to get a real job, right? But TikTok actually really employs people even beyond the creator or the small business level that's using the platform for advertisement. They have a whole marketing department, they have a social media department, they have an HR department, and all of these are jobs in the US that are going to be dismantled because of this ban, and these people are going to have to go other places. And it is so incredibly difficult to find a job right now, and that's with TikTok still being in place. Imagine how many people are going to flood the market when TikTok is no longer available to us.
Yeah.
Those are creators, those are videographers that you're competing with now, those are people in marketing, social media managers. Everybody has a skill set that they have developed and crafted, either if they're in TikTok in the way that the company functions or on TikTok as the app. They've gained a lot of skills, and now you're competing with those people in a job market that is already so highly, intensely difficult to get anywhere, to get your foot in any door. So I don't think that people are really thinking about that. And
that's a good point.
We're alive on Instagram, and somebody in the chat was saying that our care for TikTok is not beyond our own personal self-interest, but that's what it is to be a business. You have to take care of the business's self-interest first, and then where it makes sense, you have to care about other people. So not only do we care about the money that we're potentially losing out on, but we're not paying all of our bills from TikTok. So I want to be very clear about that. Like, we're not balling out of control living off of TikTok, but there are people who are, and we're just as concerned for them as we are for ourselves, and as we are for the small businesses who have been able to thrive.
Yeah, because like that's gonna have some type of domino effect. Like taking out a platform like that, that's, you know, started millions of businesses
for the economy, like
that's going to be huge for the economy. That's going to be like such a detrimental thing. People are just thinking about, like what you said, the brain rot 12-year-olds who are like doing TikTok dances. That's not who is going to be affected by this. Those people aren't even really making money on TikTok, you know. The majority of these people who have these businesses through TikTok, or who, like she said, like social media marketing, all these different things, that's going to go out the window, and that's going to flood the job market. So yeah, you're right. Like, people aren't thinking about that. People aren't thinking about it in that aspect. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about
hopefully we're changing some minds in the chat, y'all.
Yeah, seriously. And that's what I was gonna say. The other thing is, you know, banning something like TikTok, and we already saw what happened. Everybody flooded over to Rednote.
Rednote,
which is another Chinese-owned app, and everybody's flooding over there. Nobody's flooding over to Instagram or these places that are already there.
Owned by
Most
Meta.
of us already have Instagram.
Right.
Most of us already have Facebook, things like that. So everybody's going to flood to something new because that's always what it is. Everybody's trying to find the new thing to go viral on or to get followers on. And that's what happened is everybody flooded over to another Chinese app that's way less regulated than
for
TikTok.
Us. Yeah,
it's way less regulated than TikTok. And then we just have some like things pulled up about Red Note just to kind of, for the people who don't understand what
or know what it is.
For the people who don't know what Red Note is, it operates under Chinese
Well, read this part. It's a Chinese social media and e-commerce platform that has recently gained a significant popularity. And you guys might have seen it on the news because it was the most downloaded app. It was like top of all of the apps in the world. Everybody was downloading Red Note.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, especially because I've been on Red Note, right? And there's this funny culture of Americans moving over to Red Note, which is a predominantly Chinese app and Chinese operated app. And most of the people that are on it are, of course, Chinese. So what it's doing is, to me, and what I've seen other American creators say, is that it's removing the veil of propaganda that America has placed over our eyes for how they want us to perceive China and the Chinese. So when everybody started flooding over to Red Note, they kept being like, damn, these Chinese people are super chill and they're super welcoming, because that's also been my experience.
The people are welcoming, but there's a lot of like, because we talk about censorship in the US, but there's a lot of crazy censorship going on in China. That's something that's really big. They basically control what you talk about on social media. And they we talk about banning TikTok. China has banned everything. China, I'm pretty sure like YouTube's banned there, Instagram's banned there, like all these different companies that would connect them. Yeah.
Instagram is banned in China?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think you should look that up. I don't know if that's true.
Let's look it up. Because and you can't talk about political leaders online at all. I saw that they were talking about that on Red Note, that if you say anything, damaging or whatever, if you say anything damaging against their leaders, you'll get taken down.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying it's the perfect platform.
Also, they're not as open with like LGBT things like that. You can't be open about that type of stuff, which I feel like that's going to be like an issue for Americans going over to a platform like that. Like, we want to talk about all our stuff, all our gay stuff, everything. We want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let me see though.
I think what's interesting about Red Note though is, and this cultural kind of migration over to Red Note, is that we are really a generation that does not take things very seriously, because we're in a way kind of beaten down in a way that it's funny. So we're all laughing about things that are happening to us, and the whole culture of Americans shifting to Red Note is they're saying, oh, I'm a TikTok refugee, which is funny. And what I've seen on Red Note is people welcoming people in with open arms, or welcoming Americans in with open arms.
Yeah, I mean, the people on there are great people,
but I haven't explored it enough
yet.
There's
great people in China. It's just like a different culture that you're kind of coming into. Okay, so let me see. Social media, this is I'm reading this, is the information of things that are blocked in China, like social media platforms, websites, things like that. Social media platforms are subject to the government's strict control over information flow, which has led to the blocking of numerous international social networks.
Wow.
Here is the list of blocked social media in China: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I told you, Pinterest, Snapchat, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn sucks.
Tumblr, Clubhouse.
Wow. WordPress?
There's a bunch of them here. SoundCloud, dang.
Oh.
No SoundCloud rappers coming out of China, I guess.
You
Tinder.
said YouTube?
Let me see. I said YouTube, but I guess not YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But everything else, basically, I guess the only thing is YouTube. And then I think Google is banned there too. Like, Google is blocked there as well. They have like their own Google over there. But
for me, the point about Red Note is the whole taking away TikTok. I think the plan was to get people to shift over to meta platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and then also get them to shift back to X, and nobody did that. And people are literally boycotting it. I know people personally, like 10 people, who are like, I'm deleting my Instagram because I'm done with Mark Zuckerberg messing with my life. That's how intense it is to some people. For me, no. we do a thing. I'm not ever going to delete my Instagram.
We're going to still utilize Instagram
as much as possible,
and YouTube and things like that, of course. It's just, you know, it's nice to have a platform like TikTok, because one, their monetization was great,
which makes you feel valued as a creator.
Yeah, like they really, we feel like they pay you what you're owed, you know,
what you're worth.
Yeah, they pay you. Yeah, they pay you what you're worth. And like she said, like it's tough being a creator. Like it really, you create all this content and like you edit and all these things, and we're actually in film production, so we're just like filming and editing things literally all day. Not just our own stuff, we're filming and editing other people's content. You know, I do like music video stuff, she does film and all these different things. So, you know, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Like we know, and especially these people who are, even if they're doing, you know, these day vlogs or whatever, you might watch that and think it's simple or think it's easy, but you know, they took the time to film all that, to edit it together. Like all of those things take time, you know, uploading all these things take time. Being on a schedule, a posting schedule,
holding
is like
yourself accountable.
Holding yourself accountable, and like, yeah, it's a lot. And we're not sitting here being like, oh, content creators have it so hard and so rough, you know.
Because we've had regular jobs, y'all. Yeah, I've had a regular 9-to-5 job before.
We have done everything.
Yeah, we have. And this is for me the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because it's so uncertain. It's so much uncertainty to bank on yourself, you know, in that way. And people that have 9-to-5 jobs, shout out to y'all. Like, I done it. I've had hella 9-to-5 jobs. Yeah. But for me personally, my experience is that being a content creator is not necessarily harder. It's just you have a lot more accountability. You don't have somebody holding you accountable. You're an
entrepreneur, so you're doing everything yourself.
Right.
You know, you're keeping yourself accountable.
And so to have a platform that recognizes the work it takes to create and will pay you out accordingly is honestly life-changing. TikTok has changed so many lives. During the pandemic, there are people who got famous that I'm sure you follow or that you're aware of that you would have never known if it wasn't for TikTok, because Instagram just does not spread the wealth. Instagram's algorithm is more about aesthetic and selling you a highlight reel and trying to show you that my life is so perfect and I live this luxurious life, where TikTok is like, here's me in my shitty kitchen, and this is the shitty breakfast I make for myself every day. LOL, I'm a real person.
It is
and
a lot more transparent.
It's so transparent. There's something about that gives people a sense of community that allows them to feel as though they don't have to be perfect every day. Because in my opinion, all the other social media platforms, even YouTube in a way, is really about presenting yourself as your best self, not always your authentic self.
And I feel like TikTok was the first people who really got the live aspect of it like on point, like because when we first started going live on all the different platforms, TikTok was the one that would just boost, like I don't know, like you know, you get on it and then all of a sudden because it's pushing you, it's boosting you and like pushing you in front of all these people. For however they did it, they had it right, like wherever they put you on the timeline or whatever, and they put you in front of people who may be interested in what you have to say or what your content is. So, you know, they've just had it right since the jump, I feel. You know, are they sending us propaganda through it? Are they taking our data, our information? What does that even mean anymore? Taking our data?
I agree. What
can you do with my data besides like sell me some slippers from Temu? Or like sell me some like what are you using my data for? I really don't understand. I don't know what that means anymore. That we have your data. It's like, okay, cool. Like you can Google everything about me probably. You know what I mean? Like, so, and I think that at the end of the day, I think that America wants the control. Yeah. As we always do. America wants the control. They want to control the narrative. They want to control Americans. They don't want some outside country controlling us because, you know, they want to control us. Mark Zuckerberg wants to control us. Elon Musk wants to control us. And they all want to go on the Joe Rogan podcast to propagate. So, do you have any final words? Because today, so we're posting, we're recording this a day before, but today is the day that TikTok is being banned.
While you're watching this video, this is the day that TikTok got banned.
While you're watching this, log into your TikTok and see if you can log in. See if you can log in, or see if they put this ominous link that we're hearing about that supposedly is what's going to happen is there's going to be a link that you click on and it's going to take you to a website explaining to you that TikTok is no longer here or whatever.
It's no longer with us.
It's no longer with us.
TikTok is no longer with us.
Oh no.
Lord.
No. Yeah.
My final thoughts are it's for me very stressful as a creator to have to think about where this extra income is going to be coming from, right? We just used our TikTok money as a savings for other things that we want to do for our business together and our podcast. But it is very stressful thinking about the viewership and the views that they count on Instagram. Have no idea how that algorithm works at all. Because we have given Instagram millions of views, guys. Yeah. Like since we started our podcast, Instagram has gotten maybe 60 million views just from our page. Our content has been stolen thousands of times. Oh, yeah, so in my mind, I'm confident that we have given Instagram in between 100 million and 150 million views since we started, from our platform to people that have stolen our content. So for me to not understand how the payout of their algorithm works is very problematic for me. Yeah. I kind of calculated on TikTok, it's basically $1,000 per million views ish.
On TikTok, on TikTok, that's what it's
roughly $1,000 per million
per views. Million, and that's uncalled for. Or, I mean, not uncalled for. That's unprecedented. Unprecedented. Yeah, like there's not many platforms that pay out like that. Maybe YouTube does for like a full length video, but also you need like a specific amount of watched hours. You need it's very.
Well, it's the same thing for TikTok. You need 10,000 followers, and you need to have 100,000 watched hours within every 30 days.
Okay, gotcha.
So.
But yeah. So let's close out our video.
Okay, we're not closing out the chat. We're closing out this. Yeah. But. Those are my concerns about the TikTok ban. I am not at all interested to see the repercussions and the fallout from this. I think it's going to be drastic, especially coming off of the LA fires where so many people are already displaced. I think this is horrible timing. I think it's a bad decision. I think it's selfish. I think it's another gross display of power and how Congress
capitalism
and how. Which, I mean, I like capitalism when it is beneficial
to a certain
all,
extent. Capitalism
not just
is okay
a
to
very
a certain
select
extent.
group.
Yeah.
So I just find it really interesting that we keep watching the people, our elected officials, take advantage of us and laugh in our faces. Yeah. And I got a real problem with that. So, I'm still going to be on Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg, don't
take this too personal.
Don't take it too personal. Nobody likes you, okay? Yeah. So don't take it personal that we said we don't like you.
Yeah. Don't take it too personal.
Don't quote me. Don't remember me, Mark.
Yeah, don't remember us. But yeah, everything she just said is spot on, and we'll see what happens. I mean, Trump seems pretty determined to
if he do that
to get it back. We just heard from the man himself show. And he's saying that he is, talking with Trump about figuring out a solution for TikTok. Whatever that means, hopefully they don't change the algorithm in it and they don't, mess it all up and Americanize it and, make it cheap. They don't have these cheap payouts for monetization and things like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't go that route. Hopefully it stays exactly the same.
Right.
That would be amazing. And hopefully we don't have to go to Red Note.
And we do understand Trump's need to be liked. We really hope that the people are able to influence him to continue his need to be liked.
Oh, yeah.
He does not want to start. I don't think he wants to start his presidency off with ruining $1.6 billion of the economy's income.
No, Trump needs that. He needs that. So
he liked being liked.
Yeah.
I'll give him 10 points.
Yeah.
I'll give him 100 points.
Come on, Trump. You can do it.
If he saves TikTok.
You can do it.
Please. Do one thing for the people.
Please.
Okay.
But all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys got some information from this. This is the day that it's supposed to happen. So
yeah.
Go check your TikToks right now.
And follow us on all of our other platforms. It's hanging out forever everywhere, y'all.
Yeah.
And maybe not much longer for TikTok.
Bye, guys.
All right, chat, we back on you.
All right, we're back. Here,
Kitty, you want to come on the table? Come on.
We'll keep doing it from here.
Hang on, Kitty wants to sit on the table.
Because they've been going crazy in the chat.
Here you go. All right, chat. We're catching
Chat
up.
been going crazy. Chat da.
Okay.
I've been going crazy. Here, I'm gonna stop that we're playing.
Oh yeah. All right, chat. Oh. Okay. All right. We're catching up. We're catching up, chat. I have to agree. I got. I don't know where to start because it's a lot.
No, just.
So I'm just gonna start
from.
from here. We just joking around, Bobby. We respect your rules. Yeah, Bobby must be laying it down.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby is laying. Oh, Bobby, you're so respectful. He said, Richard, keep it civil, please.
Let's go.
I love you, Bobby. Oh my God. No, Sin Torah, TikTok is not trash. If you listen to this whole thing and you don't have any reasoning to be pro TikTok after this, I don't know what to tell you, sir. You might just want to see people lose because there are a lot of people winning because of TikTok. Not just creators, but small businesses.
Somebody said Instagram is better for real. No, it's not. I like Instagram as a platform, I do, but when you're trying to making content and things like that a business, or if you're trying to make money through views, it's not a good place for that. They just don't monetize well. The views don't equate to a good payout like they do on TikTok. TikTok, it really they really do pay out well.
I can't see your hands. Marvin said, y'all seen Little Red Book? Yeah, we were just talking about Red Note. From what I heard, Biden has the final word. So that's another thing we discussed is that Biden is passing.
You stopped recording?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Biden is passing the torch to Trump to let Trump make the final decision on whether or not TikTok's going to be banned.
Yeah, that's like the updated information.
Sin said, who cares if it gets banned or not? There are millions of other sites where we can make our careers online. Not like TikTok, I'm telling you.
But if
we've been in the game.
If you already have like a huge platform established, that is a huge loss. That's a huge loss. Like
there are people with millions. Like there are people on TikTok with 3 million followers, and they might have 200,000, 300,000 followers on Instagram. Those types of things don't always translate to one another. That's something probably we should have said.
And doing like upkeep with a platform,
platform,
sucks. It's so boring and it sucks, and you have to like constantly be thinking about what's the new trending thing, and is this post going to work, and it sucks to have to upkeep all these different platforms. Like it is a lot. It comes down to a lot. Like spreading out your content and all these different platforms is a lot to handle. So yeah, we don't want a whole other thing, especially if we have to start from scratch.
Oh, I think that, okay, so Marvin said TikTok is just like any other social media site, no different than YouTube Shorts or Reels. Marvin, I'm gonna ask you a personal question. Are you monetized on any of these platforms? Are you monetized on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok? Because that's the biggest difference. Is as a consumer, you won't see the difference between this would good too. As a consumer, you won't see the difference between TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You won't, because you're enjoying the content. But if you're a creator and you're looking at getting paid and you're looking at payout, there is a huge disparity between those three platforms. And TikTok is it's unmatched. It's unmatched.
No, for people who like understand that's why you're upset. That's why we're upset.
Somebody said TikTok's good when you're on the toilet. That's funny. No, our live is not joinable. Okay, Mama. Okay, go away. Go. She doesn't want to leave.
She's chill.
All right. What the hell, y'all? Texas ain't playing around. I might have missed the thing on Texas. All right, Centaura. Why you gotta be so negative? Ooh, yes, I like the chat. Okay. I'm not monetized on any of them. I'm sorry. I was talking about the difference on why TikTok gets a strange amount of hate compared to... You don't have to apologize. Marvin, you don't have to apologize at all. But, okay, so he said he was talking about the...
No, TikTok does get a lot of hate, and I understand why. Because, there is a lot of this ridiculous, like, brain rot content.
Okay, go away.
And the whole, like, TikTok influencers, TikTok dances, all that stuff is so corny and dumb. I get it. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who make a lot of money on TikTok, and it's a huge income. And I feel like we should respect the people who can hack that in life, who can hack a platform to making money through it. You know what I mean? Like, that's impressive.
Right.
And whether they're dancing or whether doing political stuff or something that you find meaningful, you know, they've hacked the system. They're making money through it, you know? And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places to make money nowadays, but TikTok is one of them, and TikTok seems to be the easiest one to do it.
Right.
And why wouldn't you want that? Like, why wouldn't you want that for people? If not yourself, like for other people.
Insta has consumed me for real with all this negativity. I think that there's a lot of, like we said earlier, there's a lot of people who are like, get rid of TikTok. It's just making people stupid. It's brain rot. It causes doom scrolling. That's going to happen anywhere. All of the doom scrolling and all of the obsession happens everywhere. And even one of the people that is in my camp, I guess, she was like, get rid of TikTok. I'm sick of all you fiends. And I had to tell her, I was like, no, girl, TikTok is how a lot of people make money. And she said, well, I'm not talking about the people that make money. I'm talking about the people that are obsessed with TikTok who are on it all day. How do you think people are making money? They're making money because people are watching their content. And it's honestly no different than doom scrolling through Netflix to find a movie. You're paying 15, 27, however much dollars for Netflix, and sometimes you can't even find what you want, right? But on TikTok, more than likely you're gonna find what you want. The issue is we keep trying to demonize something because we don't like who owns it. And when you think about it, it just really boils down to racism, because no other US-based app has ever gotten this much hate. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, what's that one with where you get in, you talk to people? Omegle? Clubhouse, Omegle,
yeah.
You know, and what I can't stand is people like, oh, TikTok is brain rot. TikTok is so negative. Y'all, I've seen the darkest things I've ever seen on YouTube. I ain't never seen nobody get on TikTok.
And trust me, like, all of your algorithms are being manipulated right now by everybody, by China, by Russia, by political figures, by companies, American companies, by all this capitalism. Like, you're constantly getting this propaganda pushed towards you.
Oh, you know. My gosh. More guns, ironic name, said it's because the Chinese government can manipulate the way people view content and push their agenda to the masses. It's a matter of national security. No, our government does that too.
That's literally what our government is doing.
Every government pushes their own propaganda onto the people. So because it's Chinese, it's an issue. I've never seen anything on TikTok. I be on TikTok, y'all. I've never seen anything on TikTok that was like propagating Chinese
you see it more,
ideologies
you see it
onto
more
me.
on
I've never
Instagram.
seen that.
You see that type of stuff more on Instagram, on YouTube, like the type of YouTube videos that get pushed to recommended to you. Like, that's all a part of, like, I'm sure that during the elections you probably saw all this Trump rhetoric. You saw all this Kamala rhetoric. Like, they're pushing it towards you. You're being pushed in a certain direction, and whichever direction you go in, the deeper and deeper you're going to go with the recommendations of that party or of that group.
Oh, Sonda Isaac said, I know it's none of my business. Yes, it is. TikTok is everybody's business. As a Nigerian, but I feel like it shouldn't be banned because it has helped a lot of people to promote business and other things. Love from Nigeria. You're so right.
I'm just thinking, like, right. I'm just wondering, like, what kind of content have you been seeing that could be manipulative towards you? Like, the rage bait stuff, all of that stuff to get us all, like, fighting and arguing with each other. That stuff is getting pushed everywhere, especially on Twitter. Like, have you been on Twitter recently?
I don't go to Twitter anymore. That's like, wasteland to me.
That is a wasteland of, like, right-wing grifters just trying to piss off a bunch of lefties, everybody's, like, talking crazy to each other.
TikTok, X, Twitter, is just a place for extremists, whether they're left, whether they're right. X is so extreme. The entire vibe of Twitter is negative. I never go there. Instagram, to me, is second in command as it pertains to negativity. But on TikTok, I don't really see a lot of negative stuff on TikTok.
And Zuckerberg is saying that he wants to be more like Twitter. He wants to make the censorship more lenient on Facebook and Instagram. Like, he's saying he wants it to be like Twitter, this crazy like
it's
political hellscape. It's not going to be cool. It's not going to be fun, guys. Like, you're going to be like people, and we don't need all these trolls. We don't need all these trolls, like all these racist trolls saying all this bullshit. Like, you don't need that. Like, that brings nothing to any conversation. It's
Casey said,
not needed.
we doom scroll on YouTube Shorts. They can't be saying it causes doom scrolling. It's not necessarily that they're saying verbatim it causes doom scrolling, but what they're saying is that TikTok causes brain rot and it's not healthy for the youth. But when you're on any social media platform unregulated, that could be anything. That could be anybody being affected or not being able to regulate their intake. That has nothing to do with TikTok as a platform, but they are saying that TikTok is causing brain rot or that it's taking advantage of the youth and it's showing them things that they shouldn't see. When I go to TikTok, like if I want to find a new restaurant that I've never tried, or if I want to go someplace fun in a city I've never been to, it is impossible to find those recommendations on Instagram because everything is so hyper curated to be luxurious, to be this life that you think that you want. So you don't ever get to have real life human experiences because everybody is showing you the best version of themselves.
TikTok has the perfect algorithm too. Like that's what everybody wants. Like all these billionaires and stuff that want to buy TikTok, they desperately want that algorithm. But TikTok has already said time and time again, like you guys are not getting that algorithm. Like maybe we can work out a deal.
Tumblr, yeah.
Maybe we can work out a deal about owning like the platform or whatever, but you'll never get the algorithm.
Casey said, "On God, y'all be speaking fact." Hey, Casey, my guy.
And also, like, we're seeing, because it's the main thing that people are saying is it's a national security issue.
Right.
But guess what? Everybody who's leaving TikTok right now is going to this viral new platform called RedNote that is way less secure than TikTok. Like, you're not going to find one RedNote office in America.
Right.
They have multiple TikTok offices in America. You know, like, it has been regulated to a certain extent in America. You know, RedNote and these other places, who knows where people are gonna end up going. But
I don't know, this name is in different characters, but it says she's speaking facts. ISIS videos all over YouTube for real. Facts. And then we have one is supposed to provide information, the other provides nudity, brain rot, and other types. I've never seen nobody naked on TikTok. Stop making stuff up for real. Centaur said one provides information, the other provides nudity, brain rot, and other type of shit. I've never seen anybody naked on TikTok.
What provides information?
Not Instagram.
Yeah, not Instagram.
No, I get the most reliable information from TikTok because TikTok also tends to have the most unbiased information as well, or the broadest amount of information.
And it depends. It depends on what your algorithm is. It depends on what you're looking up.
That's all. You built your own algorithm. That's one of our favorite things to say when people.
If you just have brain rot reels all day long, guess what? You're just going through brain rot all day. Like that's on you. You know, I mean, if you're looking up science. And if you're looking up like specific like learning channels, things like that, like your algorithm would be a lot different.
For real. And so on our Instagram, whenever haters come across our Instagram channel and they say, "Oh my God, I hate that this is on my For You page. I'm so sick of seeing content like this." My simple reply is, you're responsible for your own algorithm. So if you're seeing things that are causing brain rot, if you're seeing people that are naked, that's because you built that. Exactly what he's saying. If you're paying attention to science all day, you think that science is going to show you some girl shaking ass? No.
And then, Marvin said, Mark Zuck, Elon Musk, US Gov, Foreign Gov, someone is always stealing our info.
Marvin gets it, man.
That is true. Somebody is always stealing our info, and guess what? Mark, or the Zuckster, Elon Musk, all these people they're all like banding together now.
Which is that should be our biggest fear, y'all.
In like this super group, this like billionaire super group, like
that should be our
super
biggest
villain group. And that is the real enemy here. Like seriously, like that, not to be on like some like communist, like anarchist shit, but that's who is the issue here. I promise you. It's not China and it's not TikTok. China, maybe an issue, but not as much as these billionaires who are trying to manipulate all of you guys right now. Like, because
the fact that Elon Musk owns Tesla and Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, bought Instagram, I think Snapchat too, or Snapchat didn't sell to him.
I think he did buy Snapchat. No, they turned down the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So the majority of our media sites, our social media sites, which is where we, the regular people, are able to exchange our information to one another a little bit more freely without it having to be filtered through the system of mainstream media, which always has its own agenda. CNN, Fox News, ABC, all of those things have their own agenda. But when you're sharing information A to B from people like us, it becomes a little bit harder to dilute that information. So we should be more terrified that Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, two of the richest men, are friends. That should be scary to us. It should be scary that like Jeffrey Bezos is buying, not only has like owns all these Amazons, but is now buying Whole Foods, is now like trying to get into other sectors. If I swear to God, if Jeffrey Bezos starts getting into social media, I will lose my mind.
All of them are dumping millions and millions of dollars into lobbyists, into they're all grifting towards Trump, because that's who's in office now. So now they're all a bunch of right wingers out of nowhere. They're a bunch of conservatives. Who knew? Who knew that a guy who started an electric vehicle company is all of a sudden this like right wing, fanatic. So they're all just like grifting these politicians because they want to be in complete control. They want all the money, and they want all of you to listen to them, and so they just tell you what to do.
And it should be a major red flag that somebody who owns a social media app is getting into politics on this level. What the hell does he know about politics?
Elon Musk is in the fucking cabinet.
Elon Musk is in the cabinet.
Yeah.
And I'm also talking about Mark Zuckerberg. If we need to be alarmed about anything, it's the fact that these people who build social media websites, or who operate them and own them and control the algorithm as a way for us to all communicate with each other. If we should be scared of anything, it's those people going into politics not with our best interest at heart. That is terrifying to me.
Yeah, definitely. And they don't have our best interest.
How could they? Billionaires only care about themselves.
No, yeah, they definitely don't. So
Marvin said, that's why I prefer Little Red Book. The environment feels so much friendlier and wholesome. It's so true. It reminds you that good people exist, you guys. Yeah. I mean, Eric said you gotta respect Musk. As a businessman, I can't hate on him.
Yeah,
as a regular person, I got a problem with it.
Yeah.
So Arash, I want to know why Elon just jumps into anything without thinking straight. You can see it in his controversy. Just use Google for your recommendations. Kamala Harris is MIA. Yeah, she ain't said nothing since she lost.
I haven't heard nothing.
She ain't said nothing since she lost. That's a sore
Kamala
loser.
Kamala Harris is MIA.
That's a sore loser.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Sorry. Again, like we're not pro any political party. We're like, we got a problem with everybody.
Yeah.
But I do find it problematic that somebody that wanted to be the voice of the people lost and was like, all right, bye. Bye. We ain't hear from y'all. We ain't hear from you. Did she post anything about the fires? I didn't see it.
Probably. I would assume that all these political people said something. I didn't see anything, on my timeline or nothing. Somebody said something interesting though. No, go down right there. Asking if we saw the SpaceX rocket blow up. Was that a SpaceX rocket? Did you see that video?
Yeah, that was
of like the scraps flying through the.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a space. I didn't know that was SpaceX.
Y'all, he needs to choose SpaceX, Tesla, Twitter. Which is it? Focus.
That's where he made his billies. He made his billions in space.
In space?
Yeah, in space money.
It wasn't in Tesla?
NASA is paying him like billions of dollars to bring stuff up to space for them. Because
what do we need in space besides like satellites?
Could create the rockets that he created.
Crazy. The reason for that is due to how most of them are American-owned companies, and it's making America money. But if they don't make the money, they don't want it happening. That's true. Yeah, definitely a conflict of interest. They always want to be the ones with their hands in the pot and the ones to regulate things. And it just goes to show that our government does, and I can't speak for other governments, but our government, because I am familiar with it, does not have our best interest at heart. I have water right here.
Okay.
Oh, what happened to my water? Oh. Plus, he disowned his child. I didn't know that. I have a friend that has another friend, but is fake and she doesn't know.
Musk disowned his trans child.
Did he? Because they're trans?
Supposedly, yeah.
Wow. He don't give a damn.
He's got like 20 kids.
Half-naked women still come in nudity promoting their OF and other type of stuff. Just because y'all haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I've seen it. I'm just saying that you built your algorithm. So if that's what you're seeing a lot, that's because that's what you're consuming.
Yeah.
Your algorithm is going to give you what you're asking for. It's going to give you what you click on. It's going to give you what you hate. If you're obsessed with what you hate and you always interact with it, it's going to keep providing that to you. And I see way more OF girls on Instagram than I've ever seen on TikTok.
That's so true. That
like, what are you talking about? People use Instagram as a platform to sell sex. And TikTok's whatever, who cares? I don't care.
TikTok actually is a lot stricter with their guidelines and stuff.
Yeah, like, they are.
They're very strict.
They'll cut you off real quick.
We got suspended for like a week from going live because she was driving one time. And we showed her driving. And I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah.
And then there was another time we did our street segments live, and there was this gay guy, and he was talking about
a story
he was telling a story about how he was dating some guy that would always sue companies. He would like do something and then say, oh, it's because I'm gay. And so he would sue them for discrimination. And TikTok was like, we don't play any hate speech over there. And then they blocked us again. So TikTok is very sensitive about sexual content, nudity. I've never seen anything. I have never seen it on TikTok ever. But on Instagram and me, I don't care. Like, I don't care if somebody's an OF girl. Get your bag. I don't give a damn how anybody makes their money. Except for these rich billionaires. I do have a problem with them. But like, you know, Instagram is the primary selling platform for the girls and the guys, and Twitter, who's selling OnlyFans. Yeah. I don't know why you're so obsessed with TikTok,
Where do you think the term link in bio came from? It came from Instagram.
Right. When I started my TikTok account, it was full of women flexing their things, and the same goes for... I'm telling you, bro, it's your cookies. It's what you're searching on your phone.
It's what you're clicking on. Stop clicking on
them. I'm all for OF, some dollar in it for real. Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, like, I'm pro anybody making their coins. I don't care. I ain't gonna lie. I have a couple of friends that do OnlyFans, and not in a naughty way, but more of a secretive, and they bank. Listen.
Listen.
I have some people that I know who are like in the top percentage of creators on OnlyFans. They are bringing it down. They bring it down. I follow this girl on Instagram. I don't know why. I'm not like sexually into her content. I just think it's really funny and creative. And what she does all day is she sits on cakes, guys.
Oh, she bakes the cake.
She bakes the cake. She shows you her baking a cake.
She's a baker.
Then she shows you her decorating the cake, and then with clothes on but booty shorts, she'll sit on the cake. That is the funniest, most creative way to make money. I had to follow her. I was like, this is hilarious. And she's a great baker.
Yeah.
So I'm following her because she's really good at baking. She just happens to sit on cakes. She's probably sweeping it up on OnlyFans.
That's hilarious.
She's probably sweeping it up on OnlyFans.
Here, I gotta...
Yes, Nikki said, yes, that is scary with these elites shaking hands. Yes. We're in for a rough few years. I know. So it's like we're already got to buckle up for this rough next 4 years. At least let us keep TikTok, please. Do one thing for us.
Do one thing for us, please.
In my eyes, money's money as long as it's earned legally. I agree. Yeah, you can tell them. Can we all agree that the Cybertruck was a fail? Yeah, I don't like it either.
Cybertruck? No, Cybertruck's ugly.
Here, you tell them, but I'm going to do this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Bye, Bobby. Thank you so much. I got to take my dog's potty.
See you, Bobby.
You brought it up and got the... Thank you so much, Bobby. We really appreciate you for modding. Okay. And then, isn't that important in politics? I don't know what he's referring to. Hey, guys. New here. Love the topic. Hey, Kaio. Question. Are you guys married or hanging out or love your channel? So we're not married. But we are long-term dating, and we're in love.
We're in love, and we plan to... Here, show the sign. We plan to...
He pushed me.
We plan to hang out forever. Whether it's married or not married, I don't care. I just want to be with this girl forever. I don't care if I marry her.
We're on the same page. You care if you marry me.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to marry her. And I'm going to marry her, but, you know, I don't need that. I don't care. I just want to be with her.
Okay. Welcome, Keo. Thank you so much. That was very nice, Nikki. Welcome to Keo.
What's this channel about? This channel, we usually talk about relationship stuff, things like that. But we started doing a new segment, actually. And I think we're going to start talking about different topics. We want to try to bring it back to relationships, things like that.
But we got gripes right now.
Yeah, but we wanted to talk about the TikTok ban because it's so big and it's important to us. And we talked about the LA fires because we live in LA and that was just something we experienced. So I don't know. We want to start kind of expanding the type of topics we talk about, though.
Okay, so I'm trying to catch up on the chat. We really appreciate y'all. Nikki said she was on with Biden and commented on the fires, but didn't really say anything. I knew it.
Yeah.
That girl ain't got nothing to say. Sore loser. Okay, I don't know how to read this name because it's in different characters, but I think they left. So bye. Wade said, "What did he cook you for dinner tonight?" We actually we got Panda Express. Don't judge us.
We did get Panda Express
and
today.
then if they don't own the data, they're going to need an income. Without income, they'll do something without the data. That's true. I think I understand what that means. All right. I actually like your opinions and I expect your points of view. I'll sub. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Morgans. That's
Appreciate
so nice.
you. Thank you.
Okay, saying gay or discriminatory is wild. Yeah, I also thought it was wild on TikTok, but it just lets you know that it's they don't play that game over there, like adjacent.
Yeah, they're very
and I kind
strict.
of appreciate
they're
that.
very strict with their guidelines.
Because there are some times like we're on like YouTube, and if you guys come back for lives, somebody always calls me the N-word, guys, in every live. But you know who's never called me the N-word? TikTok.
That's true. They wouldn't
TikTok
allow
has
it.
never
TikTok
had
would
anybody
never
call me
allow it.
Show
does not play games. Show does not
Show
play
don't
games.
play no games. Bye, Bobby.
Bye, Bobby. But guys, I think we're gonna get going here in a second because we just filmed our segment on our other camera. That's why we have the mics and all that stuff. And we need to start editing that so we can drop this on the day of the TikTok ban, which is Sunday, guys.
Y'all should compare.
It's crazy.
Oops, that's funny.
Sunday is the TikTok ban, guys. Be ready. Be ready. And we should all check our apps on that day. See if we get that
Hey Paisley.
that menacing link. See if we get that link that pushes who knows where it's gonna take us. Who knows?
Top man, yes, that was funny. When he tried to crack the windows, he was like, "Oh, the windows are bulletproof," and it wasn't cracked. I'm trying to catch up on the chat before we let you guys go.
There's too much chat to.
I'm 17.
You guys are really talkative. We love it.
Yeah, we love you guys. I feel like I'm being in politics as a job. It isn't the way the system was intended. The system was intended for successful and honest, hardworking people. This is why I think people not in politics should run. I agree. We need some regular people in the game. But I don't agree that it was meant for regular people. I think it's always been power-based. I just want regular people to run. I'm new to your channel. Oh yeah, hey Paisley. Are you a cheesecake or just a person? I guess it depends on the day. Richard, she read it. I did read it. I thought that was funny. Richard said, "Can you guys compare poops?" I thought that was funny.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that though.
Girl, they call me the N-word. Girl, what? Are you black? Wait a minute. Do they really? Nikki said they call her the N-word. That's crazy.
And she said, "I'm practically albino."
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be rough out here on YouTube. Okay,
Yeah.
the young successful dating in LA was so good. Just letting you know. Thank you for watching
Wow,
that
thank
episode,
you.
Toronto. That's a throwback episode.
Yeah, it is. And we just filmed. We were live last night because that guy that we had on there is one of my friends. He's a musician, and we filmed a music video for him last night.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I work a lot with him. So stay tuned for any more lives that we may do.
Is this the gritty?
To do music videos for him.
Is that gritty? Is this the gritty?
What is it? Do the gritty? Okay, it's like.
Wait. I was like doing this the other day in the living room.
We
I
hit that
walked
pretty.
up to
Damn, we hit that
I
pretty
walked up
good.
to Grant randomly in the living room and I was like, "Hey." I love that dance. Okay. Yeah, so we're trying to bring back more of our relationship podcast stuff, but this is a new little thing that we're also going to be doing.
Mhm.
So we're very excited. Sorry to like be getting off of here in a rush. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
We had so
it's
much
been a
fun in the
great
chat.
We'll start going live more while we film these segments because it seemed to be really engaging for you guys. So we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, it said close but wrong. You'll get it next time, but thanks for trying.
What? How is that not?
How do you not do it? I
That
thought
is the
that's how you
gritty.
do it.
I think we have to move. We have to like do it while walking or like while moving. but
Oh,
that was
well,
it. That was.
We'll do it
basically
while moving to the camera to turn off the live. But if
That
you
was
guys
basically
enjoyed
it.
our live, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. We're actually going, hey, shout out to Phoebe. We're actually going on a date tomorrow starting at noon. And that's
Oh
kind
yeah,
of like,
we're gonna be live all day tomorrow.
yeah,
too.
we're doing an all day live tomorrow. So if you guys want to join us for that, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Turn on your notifications so that you know when we go live, because this is kind of like our new little bag, low key. And I love going live. You guys give us some good perspective and some feedback to talk about. So Paisley said you earned a new sub. Yay.
Appreciate you, Paisley.
My armpit is rowdy.
What's that
It'd be
mean?
like that sometimes.
It's rowdy.
I don't know.
But yeah.
It looks good. You're tripping.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to call it. Hopefully, you guys learned something. This was kind of like an informational, a very informative live tonight. We were filming a segment. Stay tuned for the edited video that we're gonna have coming out on Sunday, the day of the ban. So
thanks, Phoebe. Thanks, Top Man. He's got to go stream. Oh wait,
See you,
no.
Top Man.
Great stream. Thanks, Top Man. We appreciate you so much for modding.
Yeah.
And thanks for subbing, Phoebe. I'm gonna do the gritty to the. Let's do the gritty to the camera.
We're gonna gritty towards you
Okay,
guys.
ready?
Okay.
Ready? Can you guys see me? Is that it?
I think that's about it. That's it. That's it.
We tried. Bye, guys.
I'll end this.
Oh. Right here.